VoiceAmerica.tv is online now.
So what's up, Jeff? How you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic, Ryan. How you doing?
Dude, I cannot believe the weather here.
That's fantastic. I love
Dude,
Hollywood.
I mean, look at this. We got the sun. You know, I was watching Porsches and Beamers, and you know, we got to look at the Capitol Records building, and it's just a great atmosphere here at this event.
Los Angeles is a great city, great town. I lived here for 2 years myself back in the mid-'90s, so
Right.
I'm happy to be back.
Yeah, I got a little bit of family here, so I get the opportunity to visit every now and again,
Every
and
once
I'm
in a
digging
while.
it, man. It's just
Good.
great weather. Look, all right, I got to ask you a couple of questions, right? I saw you
Shoot.
yesterday on stage. You got like a nice panel of, you know, all entrepreneurs, you know, CEO space, you know, all those guys, you know, some of them are, you know, up in the, you know, $100 million range with the
Sure.
guy who created the ACT software, and, you know, that's just awesome CRM. But, dude, I got to tell you, you really hit it home yesterday when, you know, you came out with, what was it, the RRP, right? It was
Right.
respect, reflect, and then perfect, right? So why don't you tell everybody out there who's watching the video for Inspiration 2020, you know, what does that mean to you, and how can the entrepreneur use that in their business to take it to another level?
All right, well, let me start off by saying this. Some of these panel members that I was sitting up there with, these are guys I've heard of and known about for the last 20 years.
Right.
I've been in media and broadcast for the last 20 years. So to actually sit up in a panel with these guys, to be a feature panelist, to me, it was amazing.
Nice.
Would I have thought that 20 years ago? Absolutely not.
Right.
But here we are in beautiful Hollywood as a featured panelist. Voice America TV has come a long way. VoiceAmerica.com, of course, was the driving force behind it all. But the respect, you know, respect yourself. Always respect yourself.
Right.
Respect your business. Respect the people that you work with. Always, always have respect. That is number one, no matter what you do.
So before we get into number two, where we start talking about reflect, I want to
Yes.
remind everybody, really, you know, when you talk about respect, you know, number one thing that you have to do as an entrepreneur is, you know your business, you know who you are, and respect that portion about yourself, you know, because the passion that that person has is going to reflect, you know, out to the other people when
Exactly
they're, you know, in business. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody understands, you know, I think it really starts with respect, and then, you know, what's reflect?
Young Padawan, I love it. Okay. Now, what's reflect? Reflect is thinking about everything that you do. Respect, obviously, being the key and the starting point as far as I'm concerned. You've got to reflect on what you're respecting. How are you running your business? How are you with the people that you work with? How are you with the business that you're dealing with? So as far as reflect, you have to reflect on everything you do.
Yeah, well, I can't do any better than that, brother. That was awesome. Just reflect. You know, just taking a step back, looking at what you're doing now, and then the next step after you identify what you're doing now is to what? Perfect it.
Perfect it. Perfect it. Again, Voice America, 13 years strong. We are the pioneer in leading live internet radio company. We have ventured into the TV functionalities and capabilities. That's something that even at this Inspiration 2020 event, we've met some very interesting people, some very excited people that are doing TV right now. And the reason why I moved myself over from terrestrial radio, which for those people who don't know what we're talking about, it's land-based radio. You're in your car, you turn on a channel. So anyway, to perfect oneself, one's business, you always have to be moving forward, always moving forward in strides. Make sure that who you're talking to, who you're working with, you're making sure that each and every week that their show becomes better and better. You're helping them with whatever assistance they need. Again, you know, we're in an entrepreneur convention. All the people that we work with on Voice America, They're all entrepreneurs.
Oh yeah.
That's why they're there. Otherwise, they wouldn't be there.
Well, that's one thing I really like about, being part of this organization and, some of the people that we get to work with. I mean, they are literally
Amazing.
like the up and coming thought leaders for the future, what I call the future human potential, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because without those people and their thoughts and where they're going and kind of, moving everybody away from the convergence of traditional media,
Yep.
and then we get to this, atmosphere of IPTV and, self-promotion on radio, and it really gives those people just a whole nother level of marketing and putting their message out in the forefront that's not clouded by traditional media.
Exactly. And you know what? What really drove my decision home about, well, it'll be 13 years ago now.
Right.
What really drove my decision home is I always loved my job. Respect, reflect, perfect. Perfecting was taking this to a whole new level. Everybody knew at the time that internet was the way things were going. Nobody ever thought, there was internet music, but nobody was doing live internet broadcasting. We created the live programming 24/7 on the internet. So
It's a great model, and really just something that any other entrepreneur who's looking to start a business, can look at some of the trials and tribulations that you've gone through as a president and CEO, and and I think for you people out there, I implore you, get a hold of this guy. Call Jeff. Ask him some questions. He really knows what's going on. He's been in the media business for a long time. Could really help out maybe your business as well, and help you to understand the RRP: respect, reflect, and perfect. And you know what? We got some great interviews today, great speakers, great people, and I really look forward to getting a couple of more interviews under our belts today and having a little fun.
We're not done yet, and then we'll have a lot more fun tonight.